Hello everyone, this is PK Entertainment and we're back again, and here now we have another video for you and just some breaking news regarding Ezra Miller here. So recently was confirmed that on Sunday the 28th of March 2022, the Hollywood actor was arrested at a karaoke bar in Hawaii for disorderly conduct and harassment. Now, according to police reports, the incident happened at the bar when a 29-year-old actor allegedly started yelling obscenities at staff. Statements indicate that he grabbed the microphone from a 23-year-old woman while she was singing. Ezra Miller later on lunged at a 32-year-old man when he was playing darts, according to police. Now, several attempts were made by the bar staff to calm down Ezra Miller, but the actor resisted, and shortly afterwards he was eventually arrested and charged, later on released on bail for $500. So if you've been following Ezra Miller, indeed his career, or indeed the involvement within the DC Cinematic Universe, you would of course know that he played the Flash previously in Batman vs Superman and also Justice League, and he's also due to star in a lead role in the upcoming Flash movie, which recently got pushed back to June 2023 for release. Ezra Miller has also previously starred in 2 movies within the Fantastic Beasts franchise, and he's also due to star in the latest one, which I believe is due for release later on this year. So again, if you've been following his career, you would know that the actor has previous history of controversial incidents, particularly on social media. Recent ones include a video surfacing on the internet on April 6, 2020, which appeared to show him choking a pregnant woman in a shopping mall. I believe this was in Reykjavik in Iceland. And later on, he appeared to throw her down to the floor. Later on, in January 27, 2022, Miller posted a video on Instagram where he seemed to threaten members of the Ku Klux Klan driving in his car. Again, this was a very random incident, very unexpected, and confused a lot of people as to exactly why he made this video. And if you go further back, during his life he's also been arrested and charged with drug possession as well. So what to make of all of this then? Well, from Ezra's perspective, it's clear that there are personal issues working within the background in terms of his conduct and behaviour. We're continually now having all of these random incidents, despite very much having a great opportunity to have a prominent career within Hollywood, especially at the young age of 29 years old. So much potential, yet he keeps messing up continually with all of these random events. Now, if you do some research into his life, he has previously remarked on incidents of abuse and trauma that he suffered in his childhood, and there are other suggestions of clearly a bipolar and a schizophrenic personality as well. And certainly all of these recent incidents back up those claims. So at this stage, it's clearly best for Ezra to really take a step back in terms of his career and get some help and advice, maybe spend a stint in rehab, and clearly take some soul searching to decide what he wants to do next, first of all in terms of his life, and then later on in terms of his career. So in terms of the DCEU and the Flash, well, for me, it's just another knockback in what's already been a troubled production in terms of various delays. If you remember way back, there are various delays due to the fact that they couldn't actually confirm a director for the project, and there's been various criticism as to the overall tone and direction of the movie. It's been speculated that there's actually more interest in the return of Michael Keaton's iconic Batman rather than the Flash himself. And following this recent announcement, I would say that if there are any lingering doubts as to whether the Flash would eventually lead to some sort of rebooting of the DC Cinematic Universe, I think we can finally erase these doubts now. And I say this because I just can't see how Warner Brothers will want to continue with Ezra in lead role as the Flash. It's just too many incidents now, and who's to say that there won't be any more prior to the release of the film. We very much suspect that there will be some sort of cleaning of the house in terms of the Discovery merger, especially the DC Cinematic Universe. And it's been suggested by many pundits that Ezra's behaviour was one of the main reasons why The Flash was indeed delayed back to 2023. Now, could this mean that the film may actually be shelved and taken off release? I don't think so. The budget of this film is around about 150 to 200 million, and there's no way that Warner Brothers would want to write off that loss for any potential profit. And as I stated before, the main selling point would indeed be Michael Keaton's Batman. You do also have the inclusion of Sasha Calle's Supergirl, and there'll be various other connections and world building in terms of the DC Cinematic Universe. I firmly believe that this project, primarily by design, is a way to clear out all connections to the Snyderverse so that Warner Brothers can start again with a clean slate. So I don't believe that this film will anyway be cancelled from release. If The Flash is to continue in any cinematic form, then they will ultimately recast the character, which they can easily do. As we all know, Warner Brothers will very much be using the multiverse in terms of their DC project going forward. This allows them, of course, to use multiple versions, alternate takes of all of the DC characters, so it won't be too much of a stretch if they do indeed recast the character. And with all respect, Ezra Miller hasn't made a significant imposing impact on the character in the same way that we've seen with the likes of Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man or Chris Evans as Steve Rogers. So it really wouldn't have that much of a deterrent if indeed they do recast the character. And as we all know, the Flash himself is very integral in terms of parallel universes and multiple worlds. We've had multiple identities take on the role as the Flash, as well as Barry Allen, of course. You have Wally West and Jay Garrick as well. So Warner Brothers has got plenty of options if indeed they want to recast the role and use different versions of the character. Now, some have brought up the issue of Ezra Miller's contract. Well, if he does have any long-standing contract, Warner Brothers, if they need to, can easily just pay off that contract so they can sever all ties with the actor. And again, this will prove beneficial for the actor himself, so he can then go away and get the help that he needs, and then Warner Brothers can move forward in propelling the DC movies. So we will wait and see what happens overall, if there are any further updates regarding Ezra Miller's condition, what will happen post his arrest and bailing from prison. Will we get any eventual statement from Warner Brothers? I very much doubt it. We didn't really get much from them when we had the previous instance where he choked a woman within a shopping mall. So as we all know, Warner Brothers tends to keep quiet about these things and hopefully let everything brush under the carpet. So it wouldn't surprise me if they adopt the same strategy surrounding this incident as well. But as I mentioned before, it definitely is, for me, the final sign that indeed we will see some sort of rebooting of the universe when the Flash movie eventually arrives on our screens in June 2023. So those are my overall quick thoughts and feelings on recent news regarding Ezra Miller and his arrest in Hawaii. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think the ramifications will be in terms of the DC cinematic universe? Do you definitely think now that they will reboot the character as they have various options in terms of the multiverse, or do you think they should stand by Ezra and wait till he recovers mentally in many ways for any future movie projects regarding the Flash and also the DC cinematic universe as a whole? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please also hit and like the subscription and notification buttons so I can provide you with more high quality content like this in the future. But that's it for now. Take care of yourselves, stay safe distances, and I will see you very, very soon.